say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Gators headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
He'll pull it down and run. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Manning. Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. Got a little grass. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll give it to Ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Mays. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Takes the easy one to the back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clark. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Touchdown, Florida! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Arch Madness. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
To the air, it's Manning. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Townsend. At the 35, he makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, Manning. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. 4th down, Manning. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's again the ball. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Gators want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Running inside. It's ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing Manning. Finds his man. It's Brown. At midfield, he's got room. All kinds of room to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield.
He caught it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Longhorns have it with a first and goal. Trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets the back moving. Grab behind the line. It's Clark. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Mays. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And run inside. It's Clark. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. They're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Manning to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 15 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Boilermakers in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
Snags it, and there's running room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. How about this on 1st and goal to give to the wide receiver. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gators. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Arts to throw. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn him.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. And they weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the 2nd half, they come away with their 1st sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Looking left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Now on the move. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, it's Clark. There's it, headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And, guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field crushes 2nd and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Running inside, it's Smothers. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Smothers. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Smothers. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. pulls it and fires to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. Manning. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Ball again. Got enough for the first. There's some room. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Florida. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute. Makes the catch, and he's free. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Complete to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
He's got the back in the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
If I'm a defense, I got to make sure I stay aggressive in these situations. Sometimes people play casual and back off and give up the easy stuff. Man, continue to make this offense earn it. You got the lead. You're in a good position.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Brown.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff for Ball. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance, offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The pull and throw off the RPO. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They'll run it. It Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Arch Madness. Get it out on the screen. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Ready, go. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Create maybe a crease. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Here's Jaden one more time. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, Manning. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Back to throw, it's Manning. He wants a big play here late. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Manning to the air again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.